in this discussion, we will be talking about how democracy got introduced to a few countries. So, it will be like a case study kind of a discussion based upon the experience of Chile in Latin America and Poland. So, let's start with Chile. Chile's ruler was initially Allende. So, Allende was a ruler who came to rule in Chile around the 1980s. Allende supported a lot of indigenous development. So, he talked about free education, he talked about giving free milk to children, he talked about that the natural resources within the Chile shouldn't be exploited by the capitalist countries, by the well-developed countries. So, though this made him very popular inside the country, however, outside the country, and also in terms of the rich and powerful establishment within the country, like the church, the other countries such as USA, they were all very unhappy with him because they thought that he is not really promoting trade sufficiently between Chile and the rest of the world. And they thought, therefore, what needed to be done is that to completely overthrow the rule of Allende. So, the military was taken into confidence and a military coup was designed to overthrow Allende and to imprison and to kill him. This military coup was headed by General Pinochet. So, General Pinochet, along with USA's help and support, organized this military coup. They killed Allende, they imprisoned Allende's wife, Allende's daughter, and military dictatorship got established in Chile. This military dictatorship really favored the capitalist regime in Chile so that a lot of the well-developed countries, the first world countries, could take advantage of it. For 17 long years, General Pinochet ruled like a military dictator over Chile. And after 17 years, a referendum was organized in Chile where he thought he would definitely get the majority yes from the people. However, the results were just the opposite and the referendum proved disastrous for him as people did not want him as the ruler. So, the referendum was held and General Pinochet had to step down. General Pinochet stepped down and through a method of democratic elections, a woman leader got elected and she was the daughter of General Bachelet who was in charge of the military during the time of Allende. So, she came into power and then she became the leader of the masses. So, we see here in the case of Chile how a military rule got transformed or moved ahead and democracy got established. So, now let's take the example of another country, Poland. Poland was under the influence of USSR. USSR represented the communist ideology during the Cold War. And the political party that ruled Poland was the Communist Party, and this party was called the Polish United Workers' Party. So once again, the Polish United Workers' Party was very dictatorial in the way it ruled over Poland. A certain disagreement took place with a female worker being taken out of her job, and this led to a big movement that was led by Lech Walesa. So Lech Walesa led this very big movement against the government, and this led to a 21-point agreement with the government for workers' rights, in favor of workers' rights. Finally, this entire movement and campaign got culminated and a demand for free elections was made, and after this free election, Lech Walesa became the first president of democratic Poland. So in this second example as well, we have seen how a single party government got transformed into a democratic government. So the journey of democracy, therefore, has been preceded by different kinds of government which have been non-democratic. And after democratization, the entire system of functioning of the government has changed. So, well, students, we have seen two case studies and we have seen the way in which democracy was established in these case studies with differing kind of histories. In one, it was military dictatorship. In the other, it was a one-party rule. This brings us to the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for your time.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.